Steelers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you. I got you. Watch the safety. Red, up. Red, up.
Now Trubisky. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
We ain't beginning to turn. Red, don't get nervous. Back. Hey, seam 6.
Now Trubisky on 3rd.
It's one of the goals of the game. Do on 3rd down. That's a nice.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
53, Mike. You must be Dre. Orbit. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Trubisky will throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. First carry for Nick Chubb, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield on play action. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Bears' 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this. They still
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
180. Mike 58 right there. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Set. 180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. I got you.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Set. 180. Here we go, D. Here I come again. I got you.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Regular.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Get up! 180! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! On the ball.
On second down now, it's Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Get down! 180! They're going to need some therapy after this.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Exit. 53, Mike. Get ready.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
180! Check 53, Mike. Hey, ball. 53's the Mike. 53, check 53.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
180! Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Alert. He's checking. Crash.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Check 3. 6. Pull it high. Lock in. Ran. Touch. Hey, 2.
Now Trubisky to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And an alley to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dontrell Hilliard, 91 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Joseph now to add the PAT. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll run with Davis. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
11 yards there, first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Hey, Charlie. Check. 53 is Mike. Watch the slant. 53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. King. Defense all day.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
X3, 218, chop. Switch. Jump.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 44, Mayfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he's got room. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Regular. Hey, box truck.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago! Mike Davis, 78 yards, and the Bears draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Good. 180. Run. Point it right. Check 31. Hey, Aloy 33. Hey, Alpha.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham taking it in. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Mike, 53. 18. Drop deep.
They begin with a run by Davis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Alert. Double. Check 99. Hey, echo.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Alert.
Here's a give to Davis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Stay with your man.
On 2nd and 11 now, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Good. 180. Pistol. Hey, alert 33. Okay.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
King. Hey, alert 33. Switch. Regular. Watch out.
On third down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Here we go. Slam.
On second down, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run with Davis. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Real. Watch out! Pistol.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way need a stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that, but an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car.
Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen,
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Set! 95-56, 95-56.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Breeze caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze flushed out right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Patrick Owasor came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Sammy.
To throw is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, 5 from 56 yards out.
Come on, fellas.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A.J. Klein. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
556. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. It's been a long day for you. Hey, high 7. 41 to Mike.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, pick your game up. He's coming. Double up, ball. He's coming. Double up. 47, please. Mark 47. Got you. I got you.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. 67 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score. Ravens 7, Saints 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super tough.
You kill.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4.
14.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he finds Cook. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
There you go. Kill. Check. I got him. 22 jet bomber.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 21 yards away. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
1st down, Ravens.
Here we go. Henry. Is the mic. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 6 guys.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
Brings up second down.
Set. Check right 47. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Saints 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. To throw, it's Breeze. He may try and run. Now Breeze lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Room here to run. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Gets around him. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
Looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 9, check 9.
Jackson to throw again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score, Ravens 48, Saints 10. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Check. Kill. Shit. Under 10. 10. Switch. Tight dog. Good night.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, deep. Tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Push him back. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A.J. Klein able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch that! Watch twins!
Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And some space here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 51 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Breeze now to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
21.
First and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive.
And the pressure gets to him again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They run. It's Kamara. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Shifts by him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Breeze now. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's get off the field. Go. 48.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like...
I do this for the family.